Hey everyone, I hope you're having a great week. Couple quick updates. This past Thursday, I had a chance to go to the advisory council meeting, which has the advisors from the community that come and help WSU Vancouver. And some students were invited to come in and share their stories and to give some feedback to the advisory council, what it's like to be a student here and what some of the priorities are for them and some of the issues that they have. And so it was really nice to hear the importance of technology and the role that it plays for them and how we need to continue to listen to our customers when they are telling us the importance of things like the Wi-Fi or cellular coverage or other things like just evening support or Blackboard or LMS and getting on the, of course, CloudPath installed, those type of things. So let's continue to be proactive in listening to our customers, asking for their feedback and listening to students as they tell us and then prioritizing based on those needs. A few other things that I wanted to talk about today included feedback on the meeting we had on October 1st and the all-staff Vancouver IT meeting. A couple key things I remind you of from that meeting. First is about Avita, our help desk, our ticket system that we use. Please continue to use that on a daily basis. Each of us needs to be logging in. We need to be taking over and owning the tickets that are assigned to us. And so we need to be submitting the request that we get. Here was our definition. Remember, if it's for a customer, we're going to put that into Avita, and we want to do that. And then if it gets assigned to us, it's going to sit as new until we accept that ticket. And so we need to be accepting the tickets in a very timely manner. And then we need to be using that ticketing system to provide updates, or of course seek more information from the customer, but we definitely want to be providing updates on the status. So the other thing that was important from that meeting was about BlueCat and the roles that we're all going to have in use of the new system for our DHCP and DNS. And so thank you again to Chuck for his preparation for introducing BlueCat to us, and please make that training happen. We need to make sure all the staff are up to speed on how they're going to use BlueCat, whether it's just a view-only role or a role that can edit things or a role that's going to be an administrator. And then I also want to thank Patty and Aaron for their preparation for the Avita presentation. And so thank you guys so much. I think it made the meeting very effective, and of course we were blessed by the presence of Mel for a short time as well. You know, we have a couple things that are coming new our way. One is the WSU CIO, the system-wide CIO, is now on board part-time. And so Sashi Pillay has joined WSU and will be coming on full-time in January, but is now working a part-time role, very limited time, still trying to get up to speed. So, but hopefully by the time they're here full-time in January, they'll be kind of have some of that base understanding out of the way, and they can really hit the ground running in January. So Sashi's now here, not on site yet, still working from Wisconsin, but we want to welcome Sashi, and then we want to start pushing things his way so that he becomes familiar with what our needs are here in Vancouver. We also are going to be having a new role joining the Vancouver campus. This is an assistant vice chancellor for the operations and finance area, and it's really going to be over facilities and managing that very large team that takes care of all of our construction, our building maintenance, our custodial work, the landscaping and grounds crew. So the facilities team is going to get a assistant vice chancellor, and this will really be a strategic leadership role. And so I've been asked to serve on that hiring committee, and I of course accepted, and I look forward to helping them find the right candidate for this campus at this time. And so I'll keep you posted on developments there. They hope to have someone in, you know, by early next year. Another thing that's going on campus is an accessibility work group. I think I may have mentioned this to you in the past, but I am co-lead with Patience McGinnis on this work group. And I have to tell you, it's really enthusing to see the energy that that team is bringing to something that I truly find important, and that is for us to making sure our campus is really providing physical, technical, and curricular systems and platforms and an experience for all students and faculty and staff on our campus that is flexible for whatever the person's individual needs are. And so this accessibility work group has people like Mike Caulfield, who we're very familiar with, thinking about technology, but also facilities, library, other areas across campus coming together to really address this, including faculty and student representation. So We hope to have some recommendations to the Cabinet by the end of this year with things that we can do in all those areas, some short-term and long-term opportunities for us. But for here in technology, I can tell you that we're going to start thinking more and more about accessibility in a proactive way instead of just being reactive. We've had cases where, systems that we've purchased, whether it was Blackboard or Qualtrics or things that didn't quite function the way we had thought they would for all people. Maybe someone has sight challenges or physical challenges or other challenges with using the systems. And I want us to become more proactive in this department to really address those. And so you're going to hear me talking about it quite a bit going forward about IT and what are we doing for accessibility, and not just being reactive but being proactive. And some of it's going to be knowledge and some PR about what the options are for people. Others are going to be really us changing the way we do some things before we roll things out, or even before we purchase things. We're making sure that they're going to provide what we want for this campus. So instead of just doing the bare minimum for accessibility, can we really take it to the level of really providing a flexible environment that's open for everyone? So something I value, and I hope that you will listen and take on that value as well. We got an update from the Pullman team on what's going on with the security recovery and the security improvements that are related to the incident that happened over the summer. So MIM and SECM are still on their way, and they hope to roll those out for us in October. They won't really impact our Tier 2 assets yet, but it's a key step for us as a university to get to. And then the passwords need to get reset. As we know, we've done a good job. About 48 to 50% of the system has changed their passwords since being asked to at the end, towards the end of August. But we need to do much better, and there are well over 100 people here in Vancouver that haven't changed their passwords yet. And so we've asked Scott Frazier to help lead that for us, to help communicate with them, be proactive in saying, hey, you need to change your password, because eventually here in the next few weeks, people start getting notices when they log in, they'll be forced to change their password. And so I don't have the full process yet for that. That hasn't been communicated to us in writing, so what we're going to share, but I anticipate that's going to come out very soon, and I want to thank Michelle and Scott for taking that on. In particular, Scott's going to lead that for us. In fact, that leads me to the shout out of the week, and it does go to Michelle Eccles and Scott Frazier, both of you. I want to say thank you so much for jumping in and helping some of our students that have come in with some accessibility issues. I know it takes some time to listen, to understand the issue, and then to find resolution and to help work with them, hands-on, one-on-one cases where you're really trying to help someone be able to use the tools that we've offered in the same way that other students and faculty and staff get to. And so there have been a few key cases that you both have stepped up with over the past few months, and in particular within the last week or two. And I want to say thank you so much. That is something that I truly value as an individual, and I want our department to value. And what the work you've done, the time you've taken to understand the issue and try to find an appropriate solution, and then helping making sure that that was the right solution, is exactly the kind of work we want to be doing across our campus. And so I think we have a long ways to go as an institution, a long way to go as a department, but I think we're definitely heading in the right direction, and you two have been leaders for us. So thank you so much, Michelle, and thank you so much, Scott. You both deserve the shout out of the week. Otherwise, have a great week, everyone. I truly appreciate all your efforts. Keep up the hard work, and go Cougs.